Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. Before we jump into today's topics, just wanted to remind you that the views and opinions expressed by guests and clips presented on this program are their own and do not represent the views of the Johnny Binder Show. The content provided is for informational and commentary purposes only. The show makes no claims of veracity or independent verification. Therefore, viewer discretion is advised. And as you know, family, we touch on some heavy subjects that may be triggering to some. So beware of that as also. So tonight we are talking about what happens when systems fail and people rise. Let's make some adjustments to this screen, y'all. So I want you to get the full force of what we're talking about tonight. In Gary, Indiana, residents are still fighting their way back after days without power. And while neighbors, organizations, volunteers, and Houston's own Trae Tha Truth step in to help a community recover. In the Nolan Wells case, a threat of litigation may actually open the door to something the family and community may have been demanding all along, and that is answers, testimony, discovery, and accountability. And in the Karmelo Anthony case, we're going to ask questions that reach far beyond one young man, and that is, who does stand your ground really protect? And what could the legal decision made in this case mean for the rest of us who may find ourselves in a similar position? So in all of that, we will also be touching on the death of a young man in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there are just a lot of questions still around his what may have caused his demise. And this is a young man that was found hanging in Raleigh, North Carolina, about a week ago. But we want to revisit that and keep a light on all of the unsolved unalivings due to hanging that are occurring in the South. So you know how we do. But before we get started into tonight's shows and get into Johnny's commentary, we're going to do what we always do, and that is center ourselves in prayer, faith, and a word of motivation. And while we do this, this is your time, fam, to bring family into the conversation. So be sure to share this live, tag somebody who needs to hear it. Give us a thumbs up if you're standing with us in faith tonight, and drop an amen in the comments if you really vibing with it. We want you to know we're in the room. We want you in the room, and God's presence be among us. So take these next few moments to breathe, to reflect, pray, get your mind ready, because when we come back, Johnny Binder is going straight into tonight's commentary. Then we'll cover Gary, Indiana, Nolan Wells, and Karmelo Anthony. So 3 stories, 3 systems under pressure, and 1 question. What happens when the system fails and the people it's supposed to serve? So prayer and motivation are next, and then Johnny has something to say.
Today I want to thank you, God, for perspective. So many times in my life, I looked at the places I haven't been, the things I haven't received, or the people I can't hug no more, talk to no more. And I prayed you would heal me, strengthen me, because I don't like the feeling of missing nothing. I don't like the feeling of emptiness. But today, I looked at my life and I realized that after everything I lost and everybody I lost, everything I just haven't seen yet, through all of it, you kept me here. You found a reason for me to still be able to enjoy precious moments, to still be able to go get what's next. So today, I thank you because this morning you thought it was a good idea for me to still be here. And for that alone, I'm grateful. Today, I'm a walk in power and in purpose. Thanks to you. Amen.
The pressure that you're under, they don't know the weight that you carry. They don't realize the pain that you endure because you heavy and happy. You annoyed and anointed. You broke but still blessed some kind of way. You frustrated but still got favor. You a little crazy but there's a calling on your life. And I don't know who I'm preaching to. That's why your neighbor didn't jump up, because they don't know what it's like to carry the weight of your family, your friends, your man, your woman, your children, your job. But I was built for this.
Hughes wrote in a one-bedroom apartment in Harlem. It's called The Warning. It says, Negroes, sweet and docile, meek, humble, and kind, beware the day they change their mind. America has adjusted to black people not responding to their savagery. They expect us to just roll over and keep going. I'm trying to figure out how they got all these flock cameras but can't find who's hanging these black people. I'm trying to figure out how they putting ankle bracelets on Haitians, but they let the people from the Ukraine and the Bosnia walk all the way around. I'm trying to figure out how you go 11 days with no power in Gary, Indiana. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me because y'all didn't remember that Indiana had more members of the Klan than Mississippi did. We are so busy rolling over and playing dead that these people have become comfortable thinking that we ain't gonna speak truth to power. But you better be careful how you treat God's children. That there was a man by the name of Bull Connor in Alabama who thought he could stop black people coming off the Edmund Pettus Bridge and arrest him, and then God hit him with a stroke and the whole side of his body couldn't even operate. He got back up and God put him with another stroke. I want to say, those of you who think you can get away with mishandling and killing and mistreating black people, it may not come through the court of justice, but it's going to come from the throne room of God.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a whole lot to come behind Jamal Bryant and Malcolm, one of the greatest ever done it, and the greatest teacher, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for being here tonight. I got my sport wear on. I ain't got my suit on tonight. I want to be sporty. I want to talk to you. I want to be loose, be able to draw you in and get you to God. Here go my guy. He coming in. Thank God. Thank God. Come on in, brother. We're going to put you on the screen in 1 minute. So again, we here to speak about this case and what's going on. And my sister got my comments and notes and everything tonight. She done, the producer done took this thing to another level. So I'm glad to be here tonight. And I just know when we open up, we give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. There's too many people being hung alive. There's too many of them lying on them like we walking around with ropes in our back pocket. We've got to get 10,000 men down in Mississippi. We got to get them fast. I need y'all to hear me. I need y'all to spread the word. This ain't nothing to play with. This is serious. They're taking our lives. We'll say it again. They are taking our life. They're catching us one by one. They ain't gonna catch us in no crowd. We keep lackadaisy and walking places and not being protected. I want to hear him again. If we can hear the rest of that tape, if there's any more on that tape, I would love to hear another minute or two if we have it. So again, Jamal Bryant was on it because God give people strokes and all kind of things. And right here, she got the system fail and people rise. Johnny commentary. Appreciate it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, TikTok. TikTok, we love you. And we're going to go forward. And TikTok, we're going to do great things. And God is ready. God is ready, TikTok. He's ready. So I just need y'all to come on and help me do what I'm doing and try to get many people as we can to say their life. I need y'all to hit everybody y'all can because it's serious. How you doing? It's serious about this hanging. We got to stop this hanging. So we're trying to get retired police officers. We're trying to get retired Air Force, Marine, Navy, Army. We need 10,000 men, and we need them now. The numbers out there.
I have a question.
What's the question?
Is that your number in the chat?
Yeah, 281-896. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a text message right now. That's all.
I appreciate you so much, and may God bless you.
God bless you.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. Anybody that's serious that want to help me save lives, you can, That's what it's about. You're going to come on in and help me save lives. That's what it's about. Because they taking our women's life, hung that little girl in the front of the church, and we ain't said nothing. We whispering like we cowards or something, man. Y'all gotta stop being scared of these people, man. These people ain't God. God say, fear no one but me. When you stand up, God gonna stand up with you. So I need y'all to stand up with me. Don't run. Be strong. Be wise. Let's open. Come on, Captain.
Mister, thank you for your commentary. We always appreciate that. Welcome, fam. Welcome to the show. And just want to tell people also who are joining us on Facebook, who are joining us on YouTube, as well as TikTok and Twitch. Thank you for giving us your time. Thank you for giving us your support. Remember that when you like, subscribe, share, or comment, you're not just helping the Johnny Binder Show. You are helping the topics that we talk about stay relevant, stay in the algorithm so that people remember, so that they don't forget, so that they remember these names of the people that we're speaking of and their struggles. It's all important, fam. And we always ask, what can we do to help make a change? Well, in these days of technology, it's easy. Like, subscribe, share, and comment, right? Sounds, and I swear it's just not for our glory. So, with that, Minister, we will go ahead and we will continue on. Again, we're going to be discussing Gary, Indiana up first, and then we will be talking about the latest updates with the controversy around, surrounding Al Sharpton and Nolan Wells case and the legal lawsuit that's pending against Al Sharpton, and then we will flow into the recent hanging in Raleigh, North Carolina. And then we will talk about Karmelo Anthony's case and how that impacts all of us. So that's why we keep these stories alive. So you ready to go, Minister?
I've been ready. Let's go.
Okay. Well, let me get us straight here and welcome guest. I think you have Texas Cyrus on. I'm going to go ahead and put him in the chat. Let me turn it on so you can see his audio avatar.
Yeah, he tough man. I like him.
Okay, Mr. Cyrus, if you can hear us, if you could please say something so we can make sure your mic is working.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear y'all very clearly.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All righty. So we will go ahead and get started. The first clip I will be playing is an interview that Don Lemon had with the mayor of Gary, Indiana. I'm sorry, yes, of Gary, Indiana. And he's really not just talking about them being without power for so long, but really the impact that it's going to have on the residents, because getting power is just the first part. They have a long road to recovery. Many people haven't been able to go to work because of the power outage, so they're missing out on their income, and it's just a lot coming behind this.
Thanks for joining us. How you doing today?
I'm holding on, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Can you give us the latest on the outage? It's been 2 weeks, and how many people are still without?
Yeah, so at the height of the storm, we had 38,000 outages. Gary is a population of about 68,000 people. Right now, the outage number that I last received yesterday, probably like around 9 p.m., we're a little bit under 10,000 outages throughout the entire city of Gary.
10,000 outages. It's we have not heard much nationally, and I must admit about this. We've done some things in our newsletter or whatever, but national news has not been there. Maybe they're finally starting to catch on. Do you guys feel like you were in the dark in more ways than one, meaning from the eyes of the public or from mainstream media?
Yeah, no, absolutely. In the beginning, it was going very unnoticed, but through the outrage of the public and citizens and notable folks that are from Gary started raising their voice. Glenn Robinson, former NBA player, Denise Williams, Freddie Gibbs, all of these folks started raising their voice, along with the residents on social media. We started to pick up that momentum in terms of folks knowing about what's happening on the ground. So this national attention has applied pressure. I've been able to add additional pressure onto the utility company as it relates to why didn't they put the right amount of people on the ground to address this issue at the onset of the storm.
So, Mayor, take us through, because we want to talk about, is it NIPSCO, the that's the utility company?
Correct.
But take us through what happened. A large storm came through when, and then just explain us, because it was a cascading effect. What happened?
Yes. So on August 11th, 99 mile an hour wind, they call it a derecho. A derecho came through portions of Illinois and northern Indiana. The wind transformed with torrential rain that reached all the way to central Indiana near Indianapolis. To give folks context, Gary is 35 minutes from downtown Chicago, but we're an hour and a half to 2 hours away from Indianapolis. So that storm stretched from wind to rain to Indianapolis, where they have significant flooding as we speak right now. The storm caused significant trees to be uprooted, destroying homes. Now, Gary is 52 square miles, Don. Every single block has been touched. When I tell you trees are uprooted everywhere, homes are destroyed, weatherheads are ripped off the homes, where it's harder to repair the restoration for utilities to be reconnected at home. So it's going to take some time for us to recover, even post the electricity coming back on.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it looks just devastating. Now, emergency funds. I understand that FEMA has been involved, but have you gotten the emergency assistance that you need?
Well, we haven't gotten the word that FEMA has been activated by the White House as of now. I know our governor has been talking to the president. Our governor is Mike Braun. He has provided us with some boots on the ground to help with clearing some of the debris. He's activated some state funding for individuals to dial 211 if they need assistance for recovery funds. Right now, about $5,000 has been allocated, but that's not enough.
Oh my gosh.
When folks have their weatherheads stripped from their home, you're talking about upwards to close to $1,000. That's the responsibility of the homeowner. But think about 2 weeks without power, you've thrown everything out your refrigerator. So we've been raising dollars on gary.gov/storm recovery in partnership with our community foundation to help with the weatherhead replacement for folks that can't afford it, not just based off of income, but anyone that has been impacted from the storm can apply for these funds that we're raising.
Pause it right there, just so that our audience can make note of where to donate directly to the city, not through Red Cross, but directly to the city to help in the recovery effort. And we want to remind you that Gary, Indiana, is predominantly Black. No other way to say it. The population is predominantly African American, Black, and they've been hit the hardest. And as you hear the mayor say, they've received the least amount of support from the federal government. FEMA didn't even really start showing up till 10 days after the storm. Minister, you have any comment before we move on?
It's sad that we know if it was a white neighborhood, they'd have been there overnight. But there you go, it took them 10 days, same way they did Katrina for the 5 days, because our with Katrina the third day, the government didn't come to the 5th day. But tsunami, they were there in 24 hours. So again, man, anytime it's us, the government ain't gonna show up and they ain't gonna show off, they ain't gonna do right. But they put a curse on themselves and their family, and they found it out. And that's what Jamal Brown was speaking about. If he got any more on that tape, I want to see it. But
I will have to find the complete sermon. That was just a snippet.
Yeah, we'll chop some of it up. But yeah, that's what's going on. The government, and then President Trump don't give a damn. He don't give a damn if all the powers is out. He ain't gonna say a word. So that's who he is. Y'all put him in there. 20% of Blacks put him in there. So y'all got what you wanted. Now you got this clown president up in there. The word democracy means the rule of the devil, democratic. There's no way it could be the law. He could even got in. He got in because of what he did. We on the show. Go on the show. Go on the show. Go on the show. So he could have got in. He could have got in on what he did. So again, it's just sad that the law in America is no good. You got a president with 34 felonies. You got a president that's got a sexual assault, and then the Osteen file. So if Jesus was here, everybody they say they love Moses, Abraham, Zephaniah, Josiah. If all of them was here, they wouldn't follow democracy, which means the rule of the devil. They would follow theocracy, the rule of God. I keep doing this to show you that the law had to change because one man started a war. He didn't use Congress or the Senate. The way the law is set up, it is for the devil. It's not for God. It's not. You don't let no one man create this problem. Trump, Israel controlling him, is breaking the whole fabric of America.
Okay. Well, Mr. Cyrus, what do you have any comments on what's going on in Indiana at this time?
Well, no, ma'am. I want to sit back and just listen and process most of everything we're being talked about before I speak, you know, because it's a very sensitive subject, you know. And like Brother John Binder said, man, people don't really care about us. We know this here. This is a time I feel like the same thing we went through in Houston when a lot of people came together when we was without lights for maybe 2 or 3 weeks and we accepted people from Louisiana. I can't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was Katrina or something like that. You know, it's just right now it's time for people to get together and figure this out, because this is bigger than just a storm or just lights being out. This is a test. Like Brother
Mm.
Bonders, this is a test. This is a test to see how people is going to react. The same thing they've been putting us through tests for the last 20 years, and this is so serious and a lot of people not really comprehending to what's taking place. You know, they want to see how we're going to react. Are we going to act a fool? Are we going to fold? Are we going to unite and come together and say, hey, man, this is what we got to do? Because back in the days before we ever had electricity, from what my big mama used to tell me, It was the way we lived off the land. And those are the things we're going to have to go back to. But the foundation would have to start with the Creator, the Most High, whether it be, if you call him God, Yahweh, Allah, whatever you may call him. You know, that's where the foundation is going to have to start. We're going to have to go back to that. And until people get grounded and rooted to having a strong foundation on the Creator, we're going to have. I want to say, I'm looking for the word. I'm sorry, y'all. It's
No,
just,
hold on.
No, take your
yeah,
time.
it's just we got to go back to what Big Mama and them used to do.
That's
You
right.
know what Big Mama used to do. Big Daddy. We helped each other through these kind of times. You know what I'm saying? And we have, and I don't do any pocket watching, but I see people that's from Indiana, the ones that show, hey, we got this kind of money, we having this. You know how these youngsters and the middle age and the older ones, everybody's showing that they had this and had that. But when it come down to it, man, what are y'all gonna do when the money is shut down? Where are you going to get your food? Who's going to show them how to farm? Who's going to show them how to live without electricity? We got to go back to those roots. And a lot of us wasn't taught that. We have forgotten about that. Society has put us in a situation where now everything is based on technology, like these phones we own. We done got away from the real core of, man, it's so much I want to say, Brother Binder, and I can't think of your name. What's your name, ma'am?
That's Miss Catherine.
Miss Catherine? Yes, ma'am. It's just so much I want to say, man, because
You get a
I'm
chance.
I'm 50, I'm 51 years old, and I've been here in Houston, Texas all my life since 1975. So I have saw a lot, and me being raised the way I was raised, I saw how back then, me being 4 or 5 years old, this 79, 80, how blacks stuck together. You know what I'm saying? They helped each other. We didn't depend on Mr. Charlie. And I'm saying Mr. Charlie for those who are older will know what I'm really saying when I say Mr. Charlie. You know, we didn't depend on Mr. Charlie. We provided a way for ourselves. You know, we was able to figure it out. And what Indiana is going through right now is a test to see, hey man, what are y'all gonna do when the real test hit? What are y'all gonna do? We can't complain. There's no complaining. We can't do no complaining. We gotta go with action. Hey man, look, we Texas been with our lights before. They figured it out. They helped each other. Now, if y'all need some help, just reach out, say, hey man, we need help up here. We need this. We need firewood. We need barbecue pits. We need, I'm just throwing out, you know, little resources. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's children up there. And I have some myself. And I can imagine what it feel like to be without lights because we was without them. We was without them. I can imagine them being hungry. I can imagine the food being going bad. I know what it's about. We didn't lived it. And at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, hey man, y'all got to get together. Y'all got to get together, man. Y'all got to help one another. We know what the government doing. We know this is bigger than us. It ain't got nothing to do with white or black. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. Because most of them people that's in the government don't even care about their own race.
No, they don't care, but it just happened to be more of us. And I appreciate you. And Representative, send me your number where I can send you the link where you can come back over. I was looking for your number in this phone, Revolutionary. Send me your number.
Okay, while he's doing that, we can go ahead and move on. You said that we must unite and we must rise. And I want to show you a shining example of what we can do when we pull together, even because we like to say, you said it, we're in Houston, and we know that this happens in Houston and all across the state of Texas to some degree, a lot. So we can show a lot of empathy, and that's what I commend our hip hop artist from Houston, Trae Tha Truth, for his contributions to Gary, Indiana. And I want to play a bit of that right now.
Is coming from all across the country for those in Northwest Indiana still impacted by last week's storms.
Yeah, Samai is on its way from Houston with aid and food. Gabriella Primus is there,
right,
checking out what kind of help is arriving. Hey, Gabby.
Hey, Terrence, we were just able to really showcase Operation Barbecue Relief. That's set up outside of the Walmart on US 41 in Cherryville. This is kind of the site where they're doing all the cooking, and this is being distributed all over the place in Northwest Indiana, offering free hot meals to people who are in need. You never know, how much you're going to take for granted a hot meal until you're put in that position. Well, some of these hot meals are going with one special person, Houston rapper and humanitarian Trae Tha Truth, just showing up to Northwest Indiana to help folks around here. Trae, this isn't unfamiliar for you. You do this a lot wherever needs help around the country.
Yeah, I mean, in times like this, it's times that people really need hope, because you're dealing with all kind of problems on top of problems. So, they need people like us to be out here caring and just assisting, as much as we can.
What's your operation going to look like? I understand that you have a semi-truck that's on the way, and you just packed up this truck full of a bunch of hot meals.
Yeah, we're going to try and first off, shout out Operation Barbecue. We met during Harvey in Houston during a hurricane. And the crazy thing is now we've given out at least 100,000 meals together. But what happens now, whenever a disaster hit, either they call me or I call them, what area you in, I'm going to be pulling up. So we've done Carolinas, Florida, Mississippi's, now Indiana. We do everything together. So the goal now is to give out at least a couple thousand meals a day while I'm here.
In addition to the hot meals, you also thought about some of the, everyday stuff that people are missing when the power's not on, when things are damaged to their home. What else are you planning to have in that 18-wheeler?
Well, right now when I leave here, I'm going through all the areas in Gary and surrounding areas. Shout out to Mayor Eddie. The team out here, they embrace Reverend Boone. But doing that, we're going to go get chainsaws, too, because, it's a lot of tree debris, so we'll be cutting trees. And then me and some of my partners from Matthew 25 Ministries, every time it's disasters, we get out here and get in the field. So we have an 18-wheeler coming full of supplies, cleaning products, clothes, blankets, probably batteries, a little bit of everything, because right now, people have been without power for 9 days, so they lost everything.
Can I ask you this? I mean, having a successful music career and then now doing this on top of it, it sounds like you're pretty busy. What keeps you going?
To be honest, man, the craziest four things in life that excite me. First of all, God. Second, my kids. And third will be the music, and I love helping people. So when stuff like, I just found out about, the crazy thing is not enough media is covering it. I found out about it yesterday, a couple hours before I decided to jump on a flight. So as soon as I found out, now I'm going to make sure I get the eyes out here so people can see us. A lot of people that need help. But I love doing it, man. The people need it.
So let me understand this, Trae. Not only are you bringing the hot meals, 1,000 hot meals, but also some of the other supplies, everyday things, like cleaning supplies, say. It sounds like toiletries.
Full of that stuff, yeah.
And you're helping outside. You're actually getting to work with the chainsaws?
Oh, yeah. And it's crazy. People laugh, right? Because I'm a rapper. I never knew how to cut a tree, but we learned in the midst of having to do it right then and there. So it's a
I'm going to pause it right there. It goes on again. All prayers and blessings for Trae Tha Truth. He's doing great work.
Yeah, I worked with him before. Here in Houston, we did things.
Salute to the brother, man.
He's doing a great work. We salute him 1,000%. He's doing a great work.
That he is. And I don't play my sound effects often, but thank you, my brother. We appreciate your support that you do all across the nation. And that is like working with Hoodies for Healing. You get to go, when you volunteer with them, you get to see the impact of one hot meal and what that means to people. So again, thank you, Trae Tha Truth. And Ephraim, got to remember that we are the hands and feet of Christ when we go out into the world and we see our brother in need, our brothers and sisters in need. So that is, and again, the bigger question is what support remains after the headlines fade. In the case of Gary, Indiana, there haven't been very many headlines, but we will, family, keep you posted on what's going on there. And be sure to keep our sisters and brothers there and everyone in prayer, because we know what it's like. We know what this is like, especially if you're from the Houston area or New Orleans or Dallas Fort Worth, and you've had to weather these types of storms. Okay, so next we're going to be talking about the legal threat that may open the door in the Nolan Wells case. So let's see. So, attorneys of the three boys, Nolan's quote unquote friends, that were on the boat have threatened legal action against Reverend Al Sharpton. But Sharpton's response was anything but fearful. His position is essentially bring the lawsuit, because if we end up in court, then questions may finally get asked under oath. So I think these boys are playing a very dangerous game. I really don't understand the strategy of their attorneys for letting them talk so much unless they secretly really don't like them. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Minister, what are your thoughts?
They're gonna get caught up because Al Sharpton not gonna back up the world looking, and if he ever's gonna stand up, he gonna have to stand up now. So now he gonna get a chance to get him in court and put him on the witness stand, and they can't make it with him on the witness stand. He can't. They can't, because too many things, too many inconsistencies. He ain't said nothing but the truth. And if they're gonna go at somebody, they should go after Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. Go after me or Dr. Umar. We already said it's a homicide. He ain't saying that. We said it's a homicide. We know for a fact it's a homicide. So if you want to go at somebody, come at me, Johnny Biden. Sue me, bring me to court. So they trying to get Al because they trying to stop him because he's a national known. But Al ain't gonna stop, and we going to that level. We going up there with that. We'll be nationwide. So again, we're doing a great job. We're gonna do greater and greater. But again, he's doing a great job. I want him to fight. I love him, and I want him to stand strong, Al Sharpton, Pastor Al Sharpton. Stand strong. Don't let them punk you, man. Yeah, you gonna win. Them white boys on them witness stands, and like you said, we'll find out stuff that they've been hiding, because they definitely hiding. Yeah, so that's a fact. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Cyrus?
Well, me, you know, salute to Al Sharpton. But man, that topic there, that situation, that young brother not coming, it's deep, man. You know, it's like I don't understand why we not fed up to the point where, man, I can't say this on TikTok. I
No,
can't
you
say
can't.
I can't say it on TikTok. I know it. Brother Binder, you know what you know, we come from a different lifestyle.
God,
you you
God got
know, yeah, God got it. You know, I just I'm gonna send my prayers to um Brother Sharpton, and hopefully, you know, God will touch him and he make the right moves, say the right things, and everything go the right way to where justice will be brought some kind of way. And maybe this lawsuit will bring about that. you know. But
We'll go with it. Go to the next clip, baby. Come on, let's go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go,
We're
baby.
still
Yeah,
we're still in the
yeah.
discussion. No, because there's some other things that I want to clear up for the audience. Y'all said what y'all have to say. I appreciate your remarks. Now I'm moving forward. I just
Yes,
want to
Miss Mill.
clarify that this is a pre-lawsuit. So what they're demanding that Al Sharpton does, they want him to retract his previous statements that he made at the
It's
at
already been
the
said. It's
it's
already been
already been
said.
said, but they
Yeah.
want him, they're demanding an apology. They're demanding an apology and that he take back what he said. And that's where we are. And we know it's not going to happen. We do know that.
Miss Mills, you know, once Miss Mills, once something already been said, Miss Mills has already been stamped.
You
Ain't
can't
no
take
go.
it back.
It ain't no take it back. He
You can't
said
take
it.
it back.
He said it because he knew he was gonna stand on it.
Yes. And you know, you got to, when you say something these days, you got to say it with your chest.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
did, part of today's show is also when systems fail us, like systems are failing in Gary, and we're seeing how the justice system is failing us over in Mississippi for sure, for centuries. I want to check this out about a Mississippi coalition that's actually rising and attempting to hold people accountable.
From this Jackson County Courthouse to the governor's mansion in Jackson, the people with power and privilege are keeping secrets and telling lies. They are doing their best to keep this racist system in place. A system that protects white privilege, white power, and white skin at the expense of black life, at the expense of black families, and at the expense of black communities. We are here today to tell them time is up. This rotten system must be torn down. Nolan Wells is not the first black life taken that they have tried to sweep under the rug, but he must be the last.
Yes. And I want to know,
white woman.
yes.
Lord have mercy, we need that.
Yes, we do.
And so they're taking it one step further. She is also, I believe, the same lady that is producing the documentary Look Away, Look Away. And just briefly what made things that. And I'm playing this because when we think of Mississippi, we get this whole monolith of what we think white people are like there and how black people are like there. We don't think that they mobilize. We don't think that they work together. We're thinking that they've been still complacent in that system that has been there for all this time. And we don't see the revolution that's occurring in Mississippi. So just one more clip.
Me as a white woman, it's incumbent upon me as a white Mississippian and a person of privilege to use my privilege to do what I can to dismantle a system of white supremacy and symbols of white supremacy that my ancestors created. I grew up in the South, so I have a sense of the racism that still exists here, and it would be naive of me or anyone else to deny that that exists. Then the shooting in Charleston happened, and I distinctly remember seeing the photo of Dylan Roof posing with the Confederate flag and reading his blog posts, and then watched Governor Nikki Haley have the courage to take that Confederate emblem down from South Carolina's State House grounds. It really made me angry that our governor and our legislators could not display the same courage. So I knew I had to get involved. We're fighting for the soul of Mississippi right now. 40% of our state is African Americans. How do you think it makes them feel when everywhere they turn, that flag is flying? What does that say to them? We are better than that. Mississippi is better than that. The flag must go.
So I just want us to keep hope alive, fam. There is hope out there for humanity. There is hope that we can unite across state lines. There is hope that we can unite against color and culture lines. So we just have to know that and not be afraid of our neighbors. And that's it for my soapbox.
Sister Miles,
Yes,
I just want to say something.
you can.
Yes. I just want to say something.
Uh-huh.
There comes a time, Sister Miles, where we've been marching for decades. We've been marching, catching handsprings, being pushed, being spit on. We've been doing that for years and years and years and years. It's time for a different type of action, Sister Miles.
It's
Yeah.
Mills, and I
I'm sorry, Miss
understand.
Mills. I'm
That's
sorry, Miss
okay.
Mills. No,
That's
no,
all
no.
right.
I
That's all right.
apologize. I'm sorry.
You
I
don't let the enemy know you're coming because they're already doing it. They're already getting ready.
Yeah, it's like you already know. You know their
yeah.
playbook,
We
and
come, we're not taking
yeah,
this, hanging out women on trees. No, man. We're gonna
no. And it's not that I am suggesting festivity or not protecting our own communities. What I am advocating is knowing that there are allies and that we can work together. I haven't said anything. What's that song you don't like, Minister? We shall overcome. I'm not suggesting we sing hymns, but what I
Right.
am suggesting is that we have the heart of Christ and we recognize
Yes.
others
Yes,
and
ma'am.
others that have it and work accordingly. So that's what Catherine is suggesting.
Um,
God radical don't come on. She on. Let go.
yeah.
She did
Brother,
good
Oh,
last time. She did good.
Brother Binder, it's if we go back, we talking about spiritual. Back in the day, on the spiritual, from what the books we have read, whether it was the Bible or the Quran, God has always been on the side of the righteous.
The time will come. It's coming. Let's go to the next clip.
Right on.
Radical up when we come back. Let's go, y'all.
Oh, okay. I got you, brother. Yes, sir.
okay.
I got you, Brother Binder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I follow his lead. I got him.
Come on, Catherine.
Okay. Well, our next segment, since I'm being prodded and pushed along here.
No, we're not doing that. We're not
Oh,
doing that.
I know I'm the producer. I know how to redirect. I'm good.
Right
So we
on.
are going to change subjects just a bit, and we're going to talk about what happened in North Carolina. So we have a death that raises hard questions. So we have a 32-year-old Black man that was found hanging from a tree in downtown Raleigh. So police say surveillance shows he approached alone, and they have reported no evidence of another person involved. His mother reportedly told them that he struggled with mental health issues. So, even so, the image of a Black man, of course, hanging from a tree naturally raises our concern. And we want transparency and we want deeper investigation because, of all places, Raleigh, North Carolina, we want to make sure that there was really and truly no foul play. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. And this is a clip. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add her to the screen now because it just makes sense. Welcome, darling. Thank you for joining us this evening as a contributor.
How you
I'm
doing?
getting ready to share my screen.
Don't make no sense. 2026 people hang up a tree.
And we're just going to listen to this content creator's opinion about this case. I have to make sure that we are ready to go. Here he is.
Hanging from a tree in downtown Raleigh. I immediately called 911. The images burned into my mind. The absolute disregard from Raleigh Police Department will anger me until I die. The wailing from a young couple who were clearly having a joyful day up to that point is devastating. And this is a post from our brother who is not ashamed, Cal Tears. The post has 1,000 likes and 1,300 shares. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. And if you've been paying attention to this channel, you know that on August the 15th, during the Caribbean Fest in Raleigh, North Carolina, the capital, a young black man was found hanging from a tree. And right across the street from the Wake County Jail, the courthouse, the court building. And of course, you know, they always rule these things that someone did it to themselves. But as you see, and you're about to hear, because I interviewed him from the man that first saw the body, or was one of the first people who saw the body, that Raleigh Police Department did little to no investigation on that scene, which once again leads me to believe, this is my opinion, that Raleigh Police Department or the fire department, who was having a convention right in the hotel that that young man was found, may be involved or complicit. Now, we was out there all day Sunday, scavenging, looking at the scene, talking to people, and we ran across that young brother. Now, I was doing a live video, and I had an opportunity to speak to him. And you're going to hear that right now. It's about a 4-minute conversation, but I just want you to listen to what he says that the Raleigh police did not do in this case. Just listen.
I wonder who put these out here. Yeah. Okay. Shout out to Dr. Kim, man.
What if I told you that every time a bank declines a small business loan application, that could represent an opportunity?
I
for
hate
you
sharing
to
off
get
of
paid. So give
Facebook
me
for
2
this reason,
minutes and
fam.
hear
So
me
bear
out,
with
because
me.
this is probably the most overlooked business opportunity. So,
Yeah, who's he? Oh, for real? My man, hey. How you doing? You work there? So what time was it when you came out and found them?
I have the thing on my phone. It's 2:36 on the dot.
2:36. Did you stay here when the police came?
Yeah, I was here when the police came.
So let me ask you, there's a photo circulating. Have you seen that photo?
Hanging out, bro.
I think so, but I also have a photo, but I haven't shared that.
Who took photos? You know, who else took photos? Because
there was a couple that were walking up those like little steps there. I think they were going from agreement, but they were just having like a good time, and then I saw it, and she snapped a couple photos.
You saw it at the same time? So won't nobody out here when you came out?
No, my sous chef came in and like grabbed me. He was just like, run out here, and I didn't know what was going on, and he just goes, "Is that real?" And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, so the sous chef saw him first.
Yeah, and so he was like, "Is that fucking real?" And so I was like, "Yeah," and I'd already had my phone out, called 911 and called dispatch, and I was like, "Need emergency at 201 West Martin Street." In the
so when was the last time you had been outside before you saw him?
I got to work at 1:30.
1:30. So between 1:30 and 2:30, you came back out. Well, why you come back out for?
That's because Lowe's, my sous chef, he's one of the first solid that ran back in.
Okay.
Out smoking or doing something with garbage.
Okay.
So yeah, when I got here at 1:30, not there. Then by 2:30, like I said, at 2:36 on the dot, and then the weird fucking report that RPD is saying it's 3:07. I'm like, it wasn't 3:07.
Oh, that's what they said. They got to call it 3:07.
Yeah, it's bullshit because I have it right here on my phone.
So they talked to you.
Yeah.
And what they
no,
said?
just the dispatch. Just once the cops got here, they didn't even fucking care. They didn't talk to me at all. They didn't ask me my name. They didn't ask me for a number. They didn't ask me any circumstances. You didn't give a fuck.
So they just asked you, did you find them? Or
nope.
They didn't ask that.
They didn't ask me a goddamn question. And I said, hey, I'm the sous chef, or I'm the chef at Whiskey Kitchen. Do you have any questions? And the guy just goes, okay. I'm just like, for real?
How many was it? How many came? What do you think?
Like 3 or 4 cars and probably maybe 5 officers at the time, like an initial. And then EMS came with, again, it was like one of their fucking golf carts. It was insane.
Yeah. A golf cart? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so even and so did you watch him cut them down and all that stuff?
Watch him bring them down. The EMS got here, checked his. Yes, they did. They crossed it off here. All these cars couldn't leave down there. This whole area was roped off.
And where were you standing?
Right there.
So when they came, did they attempt? Because they said they attempt life-saving measures. Did you see him do anything?
Once they like a gloved hand to his neck.
All right, okay, yeah, man. All right, so my phone got kind of hot during the middle, of me talking to him, but you heard enough to hear him say they didn't effing care. They didn't even ask me any questions. So how are you investigating if you don't even question the witness who found him? Like, not saying he did, but he could have did it. Like, he could have been a hand in it. You didn't test him for. It is from what I hear that they did nothing but call him, cut him down, and rule it a self-unalive. And that is once again a reason why I feel that law enforcement may be involved. Nothing like that can happen. Once again, across the street from the jail were jail windows. Like when we was out there, people were flashing cars in the windows like, hey, look. Basically, I'm taking that to mean, hey, we saw something. We saw what happened. And so there is no way that nothing like that could occur without that area being securely blocked off for that to happen. Because
I'll pause it right there for comment. It's heavy.
But they disrespecting us completely. They have no respect for us. They treat us like we hoes, little boys. They running over us. I pray that we get these 10,000 men, like was said in 1995. I didn't understand it. Now I understand it more than ever, that we got to have 10,000 men in each city, especially Mississippi, because they're not going to stop. The government ain't going to stop. Damn well the president, he with it. He don't care. He in so much trouble, he can't help nobody. He got 34 felonies. He got to open assault case on a woman. He got Jeff Osteen trying to hide the file. Israel got stuff on him, making him do what he do, or they going to release the file. So, again, the only way we going to be successful is we come together to protect our wife, our women, and our children. All us over 35 years old, we need to come together, man. We got Marines, we got ex-police, we got ex-Air Force, we got Army, all that. We got to come together and put people in these cities. And we got enough millionaires, Jay-Z, Oprah Winfrey, them. We need to get a pot, a $25, $30 million pot, where we can pay these people $25 to $50 an hour to stay down there a year. They be coming in and out. They'll stay there like the firemen stay a week. They'll stay 2 weeks a week. Some of them can move there, and we'll get the people that's there, that's from the Army, ain't that many of them. So we have to bring them in. And we're paying these folks from $25 to $50 an hour. We got enough money. We gotta come together and do this. If we don't, that little girl, 15 years old, they hung her right in the front of the church. The other girl, 27 years old, 29 years old, they hung up so far they had to go get the Asia. They had to go get the fire truck to go way up there and get her. Then had a chain around her neck. So they are disrespecting us, ladies and gentlemen, completely. The Ku Klux Klan, the skinheads, and the Proud Boys, and whoever else associated with this group. And now you 21% black dude. All you men that voted for Donald Trump. Now what you got to say? What you got to say? I'm talking to you, goddammit. What you got to say now? You voted for this damn fool. Now you see who he is. He's antichrist. He don't give a damn about you. And I don't know what made you think he was going to do right. I wish one of y'all come on the show and explain to me. What made you think that Donald Trump was going to do anything for you? He's a good businessman. How? He's been bankrupt 7 times. So I don't want to hear none of that. He lost the casino, lost everything. And he borrowed money. Oh, so many people don't go. So again, you 21% black folk that voted for Donald Trump, and you Spanish, y'all voted for him too. Some of y'all, about 40% of y'all. And he come rag you up and throw you in cages. So y'all voting, that's right, because it was a black woman, right? Don't want her in, right? And you got black mothers. 21% of y'all got black mothers. So what are you saying to your mother? That she don't qualify and Donald Trump do? That's what you said. Whether you know what you said or not, that's exactly what the hell you said. Now you got this crazy man in there being controlled by Israel and took unalive 165 little girls in Iran from 6 to 12 years old, started a war. We're going bankrupt right now. But y'all voted him in because y'all didn't want no woman in. Deal with your mental. All of y'all need a psychosocial assessment. Something is wrong for you to vote. I wouldn't vote. Before I vote for Donald Trump, I'll leave the country. What? I just want one or two of y'all to come on in. My number is 281-896-8215. Tell me what made you believe Donald Trump was going to help you. Or any of us. What? It was no signs for nobody to believe that Donald Trump was going to help us. Are you serious? He don't give a damn about his own people. What? How he going to give a damn about us? He don't care about white folk. You know he don't give a damn about us. They wouldn't let us even stay in their apartment complex, and they got sued, him and his daddy. So stop, man. Did he lie? I done did more for black people than any president. You are live from the pits of hell. You took SNAP, you took Head Start, you messed with the housing, you took $500 million off of food going over to Africa. Come on, man, stop. Yeah, stop. You taking down everything you can on black culture. Stop. You superstar. I don't know who that is. So again, Mr. Trump, with all due respect, notice I don't even talk about you no more. Because there's nothing to talk about. You're antichrist. You're going to hell with a gasoline jacket on. God going to put so many plagues on you, something going to happen to you. For this year over, God going to deal with you, man. You're not going to make it to 2027. God going to stop you. You're going to be stopped. Whether Republicans or Democrats do it or not, God going to do it. Because a bunch of y'all cowards. Y'all scared of this old man. Cowards. He ain't nothing. He's a this here. And all he doing is using the government and using the people. And a lot of them like, wait, man, whoa, you doing too much. You have to go against the citizens of America. So they unalive 2 of them in open daylight in Minnesota. The woman and the man. Come on, y'all. And neither one of them done nothing. So this is what we're dealing with. They don't give a damn about them lights out in Indiana. Still 10,000 people, no lights. First was about, what, 20,000? 38,000, almost 40,000. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we got to come together and do for ourselves like our Chinese brothers right here in Bel Air, Houston, Texas. They got 622 businesses. Let's open one another today, make it 23. I met with the CEO He been building over there 50 years. They own all the streets. They own all the buildings. What we own?
All right, Minister. Well, they own the streets and all the buildings, but if the power grid goes out, they're in the dark too. So it's kind of
That's understandable. That ain't what I'm talking about. And I love you. What I'm talking about, I understand about the power grid. I'm telling black folks who voted on Donald Trump that he don't give a damn. The power grid out. They hanging us. He ain't saying nothing. So what y'all voted for, you voted against yourself. And I'm showing the racism, the systemic racism in the 21% of black men, because I never said nothing, but today I'm going to go and give them up. They don't win against their own mother, their own family members, because they didn't want no woman in there. And the woman, she qualified.
Absolutely. Preach it.
She qualified. So all you 21%, you need to come over here. Send me your number, Nick, where I can bring you over here on the live screen. Yeah, that's what time it is. We got to stop faking it. I don't know if them little dudes, Clarence Thomases, Coon Shines, or what. I don't know why y'all did it. I don't understand it. But I hope 10 of y'all, 5 of y'all come on and explain to me, why did you vote for Donald Trump? You can't explain that to me. If you Donald Trump tricked you that bad, and you don't want a black woman in that bad? There's somebody like your mother? You don't think she'd have did it better? She wouldn't have started the war. She wouldn't have taken SNAP. She wouldn't have took Head Start. She wouldn't have took that $500 million. She wouldn't take the Obamacare, about 20 million people out of insurance. Come on, man. So she would have done none of that. She would have been rounding people up, unaliving people. So type, Brittany, type what you need to say. So again, we done this to ourselves. The Hispanic, the poor whites, and the blacks. And you rich white folks voted for him. So there it is. He don't care. And he's being controlled. He's a puppet and a robot. Donald Trump is a puppet and a robot. That's all he is. Whatever Israel tell him to do, he's going to do it. They got something on him. And boy, they got him. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a con game. We in debt right now. We still at war. And ain't nobody got, the Senate and the Congress ain't come together, stop the war. Stop the war. And he don't want to stop it because he know he's going to be impeached. So he's making all this money over there at the war and risking people's lives. One man. What kind of law is that? Democracy. That's buffoonery. I'm nervous. I don't blame you. So again, some people on here, some of them nervous. I don't blame you. So again, Nick, send me your thing where I can put you on. So again, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you hear me through here?
Now, send it to me. I'm going to send you the link where you come over here.
Okay, I already sent you my number already. You already have it.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you now. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I love you, but I love my family, but you 21% of black men. I want to talk to you. Some of y'all need to talk to me. I don't understand what would make you vote for Donald Trump. And why you keep thinking a woman don't qualify to lead this country. Nainga was one of the coldest warriors in 1623 in Angola. Deborah, the prophetess in the Bible, led the war as well. We got women qualified. So what? Your mama qualified, she had you. She wiped you up, cleaned you up. What's wrong with us? This male chauvinism and this buffoonery talking about what a woman can't do. We need to stop it. Number one, she's the strongest on the planet. She commits suicide less than anybody. And she's
alive, self-unaliving.
Self-unaliving, and she's the smartest. That's a fact. The black woman. They put 600,000 black women out of work. 300,000 of them already working. They already got their own company. They work with the other ones. They done got stronger. They done got wiser. All 600,000 of them working together. So, Mr. Trump, thank you for doing what you did. Lay some more off. The more you lay off, the more they're going to come together. They're not going to stop. We got women that bought 1,000 acres. We got women on banks. So, sir, thank you for pushing us into success because you ain't going to stop us, boy.
Okay, with one of our contributors from TikTok, I'm assuming Superstar has an interesting dilemma. She says we are at a loss when it comes to who to vote for, a woman or Donald Trump.
And she right, superstar, you right. And with all due respect, I'm trying to give y'all knowledge and wisdom. It's a sickness, y'all, to keep thinking that a woman can't run this country. It's that's not true. I can go on and show you. Now, Inga ran a whole thing for 30 years and was successful and won more Mars than anybody. uh, uh, Harriet Tubman ran. CJ keep talking about the Underground Railroad, but she went to war with him as well and won. She went down there with 75 to 100 women with 12 gauge shotguns, said they weren't gonna hang no more black men, and they stopped for 30-some years till she died. So again, the black woman had the power to do some things that we don't do. So black men, you that didn't vote for a black woman, go home and look at your mother again. She qualified, brother. Stop limiting the black woman. Stop it. Stop doing that. You don't know what you're doing. Without her, we are nothing, brother. And if she qualifies, Barack said she had more qualification than him. I don't agree with everything she said, but I agree about 95% of what she said. I don't agree with nothing Trump said, but male and female, that's the only thing I agree with him. Male and female. Everything else he do, 99.5, he out of line. So let's come together and vote these people out and put some people in that's going to do right by the people. Black and white, pink and brown. Get somebody in there spiritual, not in there hustling, trying to get some money. Donald Trump is a hustler. That's all he's doing. And that's why he's trying to stop where they can't come and indict him and can't go behind his books and don't go on his family because he done took so much money, he knows it's going to catch up to him. He's rotten and no good. He don't believe in no God. They told him the other day, you ain't going to heaven. He said, no, I ain't. And 27 psychiatrists, Nick, say the most dangerous man in the world in that White House. So come on, baby, let's go. Nick, I want to get you over here where we can hear you.
Well, I did want to add that over the last 50 years, 90 countries have had women leaders. And there have been still 101 countries who have never had a woman serve as head of state or government. So that's where we are. And right now, there are only 28 countries that are led by women as head of states or government. I don't think it's a fact of qualifications and whether or not we can do it. We know we can. Y'all, most other people know we can and do it well. And two, I think it's just a mindset. It's a mindset, and that's where we are, a country of misogyny. So we will move on. So that brings another question of trust, and this time involving the courts, the media, self-defense, and who gets the benefit as being seen as afraid rather than dangerous. So that's going to take us into Karmelo Anthony. And we do know over the weekend, he has been denied a new trial. But tonight, I want our focus to go beyond that ruling. I want us to look at how this story has been framed, how allegations about him are dominating the coverage compared to allegations surrounding Austin Metcalf, and what this case could eventually mean for the interpretation of self-defense protections in Texas, and not just Texas, other stand your ground states who have similar laws, because it's not precedence now. And for say, what is precedence? It's like when you go to court and they say, okay, well, this is how the outcome of this case, so this case should apply to your situation. We don't have to deal with that until this goes to the Court of Appeals, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. That's a whole nother beast. We need to have Courtney on to talk about the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. But yeah, when it hits that, their ruling is what's going to make a precedent that could affect all of us. Minister, don't you agree? You're on mute.
You're doing a great job. When Nick come on, bring him on. But you don't.
I asked you a question.
You asked me what?
Oh, wow. So that's just going to take us to a clip.
But we do have some new developments this morning from over the weekend for Karmelo Anthony. He's serving a 35-year sentence for the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf at a Frisco ISD track meet last year. Our Lacey Beasley is joining us live this morning in Dallas. Lacey, a judge denied Anthony's request for a new trial.
Good morning, Carmen. And with the judge denying Anthony's retrial, that means the guilty verdict stands and he will continue to serve a 35-year sentence in prison. Now, we also heard from his defense attorney over the weekend, and here's what he had to say. The denial of our motion does not end this case. We will continue the appeal in the Fifth Court of Appeals and pursue every legal remedy available to our client. That's from defense attorney Russell Wilson. In another statement, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis said, quote, "We respect and expected the court's decision denying the motion for a new trial. The jury's guilty verdict stands, and we remain confident in that process." Free Karmelo! Free Karmelo! Now, the hearing lasted 2 days. During the trial, both sides agreed to focus on what happened under the track meet tent, where Anthony fatally stabbed a 17-year-old Metcalf, and keep the violent history of both teams out of questioning. The defense said this put Anthony in a difficult position because they say if he needed to take the stand to explain why he used deadly force while claiming it was self-defense. Prosecutors said there was never anything preventing Anthony from taking the stand, but if he testified, it could have opened the door to questions about the teens' backgrounds. Prosecutors said the rules were necessary because of threats, intense public pressure, and misinformation surrounding this case. Now, with that retrial denied, Anthony's team will pivot to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. We'll keep you all updated on air and online at cbsnewstexas.com. Carmen.
Okay, Lacey, thank you so much for the latest there. Well, this weekend's developments are just a part of this story. So as you heard, the retrial rejection is just the first step in Anthony's efforts to appeal his conviction. You can find our complete coverage and the latest reactions over at CBS.
I was going to stop it there. And I just want our audience to know that this complete process could take 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, it can take that long. It can take that long. Get a chance to bring Nick on. It can take that long. So what we have to understand, Nick knows the law, by the way. Nick, you'll get a chance to work with a producer of the show because she messed with a lot of law. But what I'm trying to say to y'all, this guy over here just said that he don't like some of the principles she was standing on. Dwayne Harris. Dwayne, let me say something to you, brother, with respect and honor. I understand that. I got one too. I just don't want to call it. You already know I don't believe in no same-sex marriage, so let's go and let the cat out the bag. That's the only thing I agree with. But she wouldn't have started the war. She would have took SNAP, Head Start, Messman Housing. She would have took those $500 million. She would have took those 194 farmers, $5 billion. They had to turn around and go to the Supreme Court to get it back. The man has did everything. He's being controlled by Israel. So no matter what y'all say and what you say, Dwayne, she's still better than him. You telling me what you don't like about her, but you ain't told me nothing what you don't like about him. And he's a straight antichrist. I don't understand y'all. Y'all tell me what you don't like about the sister, but not one of y'all ain't told me what you like about him. I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. She's better than him. And anybody with common sense know that. Kamala Harris is better than Donald Trump.
Okay, well, she speaks better than him. You know, her words are better than his. She has a way of performing her words. His words are a little more arrogant and ignorant, you know what I'm saying? But it's no difference. He's really no difference. He's really saying he can win or lose. It doesn't matter to him. He's really putting the city on the blast. It's really what it is. And if we had political people to tell what was really going on at the bottom, he would see what was going on. It makes him look like that. It shouldn't matter what his background is or what he did for what he's saying. He's going for all. He's letting it all unfold. He's using everybody because if anybody had this, they would do what they need to do and then speak. He want to hear somebody speak. He want to hear the truth come up. What's really going on? Because they're hiding that part. You know what I'm saying? They're not using the right sources they're supposed to be using. They're all doing some zonky stuff going on. And he know that.
Nick,
But he can't prove it.
Thank you. Thank you, Superstar. Thank you, Superstar. You own it. Thank you. Nick?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. You telling the truth about everything, what's going on about this man. At the end of the day, like you say, the 10,000 men. But the only thing we can say that we own and we can stop owning them is buying all these CDs and cassettes from all these people that we need to put together and put the money in the pot so we can get these men out here in Mississippi. Because we sure need it, y'all. If these Jay-Z's and all these other folks that don't want to help us, then we need to not support that. You get what I'm saying? Because they turning around and they supporting these people over there. They going to have parties with these people, doing all kind of stuff with them. You understand what I'm saying? So we got power. We can stop them, y'all. If we stop supporting them, because guess what? They not going to keep on supporting them. I can tell you that right now. They need us more than we'll need them. You understand what I'm saying? And with this, like you say, with this Karmelo case, the way they throwed it in our face, and with these people that are being strange fruited from trees, let me tell you something, y'all. That's just too many of us. And you mean to tell me this government, nobody is not even doing no investigation, no fast, nobody stepping in. But you get what I'm saying? JB, something wrong with this, man. Something's got to be wrong with this here. But if it was one or two of them, just one or two, every neighborhood around there would be shut down until we found out who did that. You get what I'm saying?
You on top of it.
So yeah, man, we got to understand, we got to come together, man, and we still got to get boots on the ground, like he's saying. We need to come together. We got to get a plan together, because guess what? They already got a plan, and they plan is to tell us in Karmelo's case that they doing backdoor dealings with Karmelo. You got the prosecutor and the defense attorney come together and say, well, we gonna hold all the characters, all the bad things that these young boys did. Now, who gonna come up with some kind of defense like that? That's crazy.
The one that's trying to protect the Alton Metcalf.
There you go.
That is correct.
Yeah. And let us help you, Nick. The ladies and gentlemen, TikTok and all of y'all, so you'll know the truth. The DA and the lawyer are friends. They used to be in the same law firm. I don't think nobody heard it. That's a conflict of interest because they're not gonna fight each other. They together. They working together against him. They put that plan together. I ain't never seen two lawyers do that. So we're gonna get together so ain't nothing come in. What? So again, they worked together. Then the judge said, hurry up for the verdict. So that whole thing was a kangaroo courtroom, and there wasn't no jury of his peers, ladies and gentlemen. The man been kangaroo. Oh, let me help y'all out. And the Topsy case, I don't know where y'all been at. The Topsy case said that he didn't do no stabbing. He said he was pulled into him, and 3 people seen the video and say he never done this. He was he snatched. He was trying to go and he snatched him into him. This the same man choked his mama. This the same man broke his father collarbone. This the same man threatened a cheerleader. This the same man was kicked out of school. But this boy Karmelo was a hero, saved people from drowning, looking out for people. And now he in this situation. Y'all won't let him come back to trial where the truth can be told, but we'll get back. It's going to take 2 to 3, like she said, 3 to 5 years. But we'll be back and we're going to win it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, there's no justice for us. That we got.
Let me say something. Let me say something before we jump off of that. But remember when they went in Judge Roach's chambers, and he said he just found out about that, right? So they not following the court orders, neither defense nor the attorneys. So guess what? He should have just went on and dismissed that case right away. Am I correct? Because Karmelo had no dealings and didn't know what was going on with that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't understand these people, man. I don't understand. And then we have a judge that comes in here and sit, and he means to tell me he didn't see nothing for a motion for new. And a man, civil rights, due process, everything was violated. Come on, man. That's crazy.
Well, he holding up for the Ku Klux Klan. I mean, he been whitewashed. They buying him. Over in this other case, they buying him in the Nolan case. This is what they do, man. They look out for each other in their wickedness. We got to look out for each other in our righteousness. And that's what we got to do. Ain't no lot of us going to do it. But we got to come together. And all of you that love your wife, your women, and your children. How many of y'all want to see black women hanging from a rope?
Okay.
Oh, man. It just looked worse with the sister, especially at 15. Was she 15, 16?
One was 16.
Come on, man. She's a baby. That's how low down they are. And they punking us. And, dude, I'm not going to even answer your question, Dwayne. I'm going to let you make it, man. You know, and that's not true what you're saying. What's the name came up and talked with T.L. Hughes that came up and apologized to Kamala Harris. And because I thought what you just said. And because we thought she had sent a lot of people to prison. We found out she had programs and stuff to get people out of prison and everything. We found out none of that stuff was true. And they whitewashed us. Me too, because I was thinking it. And then when D.L. Hughes and they brought the truth out, he apologized to Pamela Harris on national TV, Mr. Dwayne. And you say that Trump did more for us than Barack. That's an outright lie. You just outright lying. No disrespect to you, brother, but if you lying,
They think that check, that little COVID check that they think they got from Trump, that they actually got from the. I know they got it from the Biden administration, but a lot of people voted for him because of that check.
And you think Trump done something?
Yep.
Well, check this out. See, this is what that lie they want you to tell. They say, remember in the Karmelo's case, we got the prosecutor gets on the stand in a hearing. Y'all, now listen to me clearly. He gets on the stand and he lies to the people about text messages that was supposed to be on Karmelo's phone, but never introduced none of this in his trial. But you turn around, that's called corruption at its best, and put out a lie and they run with it. This is what these people are doing, running with it. So at the end of the day, they full of you know what, and it's not making any sense. At the end of the day, this is what they want. Tell what they want to take their country back. This is what they're running on. Am I correct? What they mean want to take their country back? Tell me what that means.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say this here right quick, because I was Brother Binder, right? We was talking about voting, getting this person out and voting and this and that. Brother Binder, let's be honest, man. You bring up the Ku Klux Klan, so I'm gonna bring it up. Man, let me tell you something. The Congress, all them people in Congress, Pentagon, all these people that's in there, they 60 plus years old. They are part of the Klan. They was put in position. We losing a war. We fighting a war we go lose is voting. Let's go on and keep it real. And it's time to do something totally different. It's time to do something totally different. Let's talk numbers. You were saying 20% of people, blacks, voted for this motherfucker Trump. Fuck Trump. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, Brother Byron. Hold on. My bad. But okay, so let's do numbers. We only make up 12 to 15% of the population in America. Right? So if it's 350 million people in America, that means we only come up to maybe 40 million at the most. Right?
Let me help you out real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Number one, that some people don't know. The census count was a con game, okay? Who was this? The census count was a con game. The Spanish, they Spanish descent. Mexico descent. Cuban descent. Descent is the landmass. D-S-E-N-T. Look it up. It's the landmass. They call themselves after land. All of them got brown eyes. Cubans, the Puerto Ricans, the Spanish, our Indian brothers, our Arab, the original Arab black, the original Chinese black. So again, we outnumber them 11-1, but they messed up the census count. One drop of black blood, they black. but they did that to get them over in the Catholic Church and got them wanting to be white, because angel food cake is white and devil food cake is black. So they tricked them. So a lot
Okay.
of them waking up now. So we outnumber them. We more
Oh,
than that. You know, when you count all them, we
okay.
more. So that's
I
what
got
they really scared of, because they birth rate is going backwards, because the solar system killing them, and the sun over 2 million, they can't take it. So
okay. You put some fat on my mug then.
thank you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
respect it.
So
I would like
again,
to.
ladies and gentlemen, come on,
I would like.
come on,
I would like to
sister.
say that I would like to say that a lot of people don't know that these stores, these corner stores, and these motels, and these stores have businesses, and only 2 people been working for 5 years for 24-hour business. They don't hire no one. They just sit there and hold all the money, buy generic things. It's just that they're not legalized. They're not supporting us at all. We are letting people in our state, in our country, that don't support us. They don't follow our beliefs, our women, anything. Uh, they're rude, disrespectful. They overcharge us. They tax us. They change their prices. They're harboring the money. I ran into a business that was dropping money in their account and in his account. Like just doing all kinds of. How are we gonna get a job? And then they come to our state and say they're squatting on our land, watch us for a while, circle the neighborhood back and forth, and then slowly put up a gate, and slowly put up another gate, and then we call and making complaints. It's just that they're doing so much stuff that we don't speak about. We're not holding the meaning to where Houston holds the meaning to where I'm from, of how you say something. Even the police officers, they harass the neighborhood, circle them a lot, taking them to jail forcibly in their own neighborhood. It's not even an open division. You're on these people's land. They have to walk through their neighborhood. They see each other every day. They're people, they're family. And they're getting in trouble for talking to each other, walking down the street. They're being characterized. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. But I want to say this here, what the minister just said. The young brother that was just on the show, minister, you gave him some knowledge, and what did he say it? He's something he didn't know, and you got him. You brought him into the light. See what I'm talking about? That's what we talking about. Telling y'all the truth and give you the knowledge that you didn't know, because they giving you some fake stuff. They giving you some bull crap. The brother already said, man, you gave me something I did not know. So I thank you for that too.
It took a man to understand that. And brother, with all due respect, I learn every day. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm a learn-it-all. I have other people know more than me. I go to them, and they keep giving it to me, giving it to me, giving it to me. Look, brother, I got 2 books right here just on women. Let me show you something. Daily Strength for Women. Look, you see that? I read this. See what it say? Prayers of a Godly Woman. Look. And the person said, why are you reading a women book? Because until you understand woman, you'll never know God. And the church don't teach this. Bless their heart. Because the Catholic Church don't want you to know the woman. You know they're against the woman because they say you ain't supposed to be with no woman. But can you imagine don't be with no woman? But are you crazy? Not to, so if I don't marry the woman, who am I supposed to marry? The man? Come on, a dog? Come on, man. And by the way, the dog comes from the wolf. So again, we have to learn out who the woman is. I got more books on woman than probably any pastor in the state of Texas. I studied a woman, and 75% of the teaching in the nation is of the woman. You got to know who the woman is. And the black woman in particular belongs to God. That's a fact. She's the mother of earth. She's the second self of God. A womb is the replication, R-E-P-L-I-A-C-A-T-O-N. A womb is the replication of God's universe. So we don't know who we are, what we are. That's why when people come on this show, they're going to learn. We solution-based. We're not gossip-based. We're not snitch or dry snitch-based. We're not into none of that buffoonery. We're going all the way. We will have one of the biggest shows in the world. Nothing going to stop us. God is with us, and we got favor. And Nick will be here. We got great people. We got great people that you ain't seen. We got some powerful people. And me and Catherine study bringing them in. We got some great people. That's what it's time it is. But we got to put together 10,000 men over in Mississippi. And we got to have a bank where we can be paying them. Here come Marcus. Here come another great man. I just said that. Bring Marcus on, baby. Bring him on. So again, we have some powerful people, and each one of them, they know something. Each one, we push each other so we can be successful. But we need 10,000 men over in Mississippi, the most racist state in the United States, with 2,000 unsolved hangings. I know y'all didn't know that. They the most racist state in America. And the governor is a Ku Klux Klan. He's no good. I wish he filed on me and say something, because I'm going to get him out of there. He got to go. He got to go. We got to run somebody against him. 6 years he been there. He ain't done nothing. All them hangers, he ain't done nothing. Trump ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing. Chief of police ain't said nothing. They just keep on saying they committed whatever. You a lie from the pits of hell. My brother, before you come on, Marcus, let my brother Willie Mack, everybody listen to you, brother. You got anything to say for Marcus? Come on.
Yeah. One of my main interests in this conversation is unity.
Come on.
When I say unity, I'm talking about unity all over this United States. Because of one thing, in the past, even in Roswell, even in Black Wall Street, all these places, these people came together themselves. They came together themselves and built. We can build again if we come together. We can build our own everything from the coast to coast, from East Coast to West Coast. If we just come together. Even the youngsters, when the youngsters start seeing you come together, they'll come together. Yeah, they battling each other right now because they don't see the instant of joining together. But they will join together.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Mac, Mac, we agree with you. Brother Marcus, what you got to say about what Mac just said?
Man, it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us that's going through things, across the U.S. And the goal is to come together, man. Like what's happening in Gary, Indiana. Shout out to Trae Tha Truth. Everybody that's out there is looking out for the people, because they don't have a megaphone to tell everybody what's happening around, what's happening to them. Nobody's really talking about what's happening to those people that's out there. You got the Karmelo Anthony thing. Everything's going on, and everybody's got to come together, man. So I just want to hop on tonight, Johnny, just, to kind of add a little value for sure to the Johnny Binder show, man. So I'm glad to see everybody on, and, just glad to be here. And hopefully we'll see some change. When I saw that the Karmelo Anthony verdict was, that it wasn't going to be a retrial, man, I just had a bunch of opinions about that, because I just got off alive. I went to Addicts Middle School. So we grow up in those areas where, people putting hands on you, you got to put hands on them. And, you always got to defend yourself, you know what I'm saying? Survival mode. So watching that trial, it just, hitting close to home. And then the same thing with Gary, Indiana. We've been through those things with these hurricanes and these floods, where people are out of power, don't have food, water, so everything is just kind of, it's like PTSD, Johnny. I'm a proud veteran, man. So that's it.
I just want to say to you, I'm glad you came on to name these people. I'm let them introduce themselves, then we'll go back. We never had 8 guests in our life. This is getting bigger and bigger. People are paying attention to us. We got Dwayne. He believe what he believes, and may God bless him. We have Revolutionary. We got Willie Mack. We got Superstar. We got Nick. We got Revolutionary. We who else that is up there? We got 8 guests, man, and all of them. Brittany, we got Brittany. So this thing is big, man. And I'm telling you, Marcus, God is gonna give us anywhere from $10 to $30 million before this year over for this show. We got $50 million of content. God gonna give us some money, and we already got a building and everything where we can have 100 people present. So this is big because we solution based, and people been looking for solutions. It ain't me, it's us. It's us. my producer, you, Marcus, us. So it took all of us to come together. Nick is he's a paralegal. So we need all of us to work together so we can be victorious and successful, where we can save our people and our kind. Who picture that you just open up down there? So again, that's what it is, Marcus. This is great, and I want to thank God for the producer, myself, for all his guests tonight, Willie Mack, Dwayne, all of you, Nick, you, Revolutionary. It's a great thing, man. It's a great thing.
I want to add also that I thank all of you for coming on to join the minister, myself, and Marcus tonight as guests and contributors from social media. So when we say that this is not our show, this is y'all's show, and this is how we welcome you in to be a contributor at any given time. If that's what you choose to do and you have an opinion that you want to share or a different point of view. So whether you are watching us on TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube, the invitation is the same. So come on in after you like, subscribe, and share.
Absolutely. And I want to piggyback on that also. I have a whole bunch of followers on TikTok. And listen, I'm letting everyone know where I'm at right now. We need to, like he said, we need to get together. They tell us to move and we want to move in silence and want to get together and do something. This is where we need to be. This is where we need to be talking and trying to get something going. Because let me tell you something. We're dealing with Texas right now, but guess what? You hear what JB is saying? Mississippi, we ain't forgot about you. We coming, y'all. And when we coming now, we trying to put 10,000. We may have more than 10,000, but I'm letting you know, we coming. Karmelo, we still on your case. We gonna keep it in the spotlight. But I'm gonna tell you right now, look at the weather. Watch the weather, cause we coming, y'all, in Mississippi. You can believe that one. Thank you.
Hi, this is Brittany, and this is Alcimene. I would like to say that a lot of people have forgot the creed for Houston and how you say something, how you tell somebody something. We hold that sound, so if we realize what sounds is to tell someone, we realize that Houston hold that sound, and we're the only one that hold that sound. We start Mississippi, we end Mississippi, we in Mississippi. So, you know, our creed tell us a lot about what our words mean, and our word comes together and what power it holds. And if you know that with power of your words, you know it's not true and what is true. That's all.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Man, I'm curious. We bringing up Mississippi. Like, have we talked about baby Cohen and that situation lately? It'd be so many things that happen and make the headlines that that we forget about.
We haven't brought him up in this show, Marcus. But
okay.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about Mississippi. She said everybody saying Mississippi. That's the first thing I think about was the baby. I know Nolan Wells. We got the hangings. There's always something going on in Mississippi, and then
we got
the Mississippi River is also bad.
Yeah. So
Catherine, you got a commercial I sent to you with baby. It got all the stuff that the brother was talking about Mississippi. All the stuff happened in Mississippi. I don't know if you got it. I know I sent it to you. I don't know if you got it, but what he talking about, I sent it to you last night, yesterday. But again, Marcus, we own baby corn. I want to boycott Walmart. I'm not scared of Walmart. Everybody think Walmart is Jesus Christ or God or somebody. Walmart is a racist individual. Don't give a damn about us. They called the police on that baby, and they thought she stole some diapers. $10 worth of diapers. $10, y'all. The baby did. $10. I mean, unalive. $10. And then they found out she got the receipt. And then she took the baby and helped the baby out the door and told the police, said, look, I got a child here. She on the passenger side. I'm going to try this again. She on the passenger side. So even if the car, let's just tell a lie that the car did try to run over him. What you shoot on the passenger side for? The passenger ain't driving no car. And you know the baby was over there. So again, Marcus, it's a con game, man. Ain't no, Marcus, all of them got cameras on them. If they had a camera where that car was coming at them, they'll show it all on national TV. It's going on 2-3 months. They ain't show no camera, but Walmart got cameras out there too. They don't have one damn camera. that car was coming at no damn police. Every time a police shoot one of our babies or shoot one of our women, or the car was coming at me, the car was coming, I was in fear of my life. That's a lie they tell. That's the lie. That's the same lie they keep telling. They habitual liars, and they playing with our goddamn life, and we got to stop them. They playing with our wives, our women, and our children. They kept Emmett Till in 1955, whistling at a woman. Then they found out later he never whistled. But you gonna unalive us for a whistle? But Donald Trump done touch ours. Come on, man. Stop. In the President of the United States of America and 34 damn felonies, a damn felony, but we a felony, we can't get apartment complex. So democracy, since all of y'all on here, let me give you some knowledge. Democracy means Democratis. Hebrew and Greek mean the rule of the devil. So if Jesus was here, he wouldn't follow democracy. He'll follow theocracy, the rule of God. And that's what's wrong with us. We want to follow democracy. Texas, my brother, that's the rule of the devil. That's the only way Donald Trump could have got in the devil. No other way. The man ran the people on the 5th in that courthouse in the Capitol. You seen it like animals running through it, unaliving people, busting windows out, and then all 1,600 of them, he let them out. First day. And the only person who wouldn't take the pardon was the old woman. She said, I'm guilty. This a cut. I shouldn't have been in it. So again, man, we play with life. We got a bunch of house niggas, coons, and shine. We always gonna have them. They always gonna love Massa. Like Malcolm said, the house on fire, Massa, our house on fire. Massa sick, we sick. That's all we've been doing. Not trying to have a snitch. Jim Visa, Gabriel Prosser. The only reason they didn't get Harriet Tubman because she stayed away from them. She said when they tried to go back, she said, I'm gonna give you liberty, give you death. She wouldn't let them go back because she know they was gonna tell. And that's what we got now. Snitches and bitches. These niggas don't give a damn about us, man. Anybody don't love their wife, their women, or children. They won't stand up for the black woman. They're a coward. Your mama black nigga you won't stand up for her? You're a damn coward. I'm saying that. I'm not taking that back. You don't love your own mama? You don't deserve to be alive. You're a damn fool. She done carried you for 9 months of fainting and pain, but you don't love her. You ain't got to like her, but you got to love her. We sick, Marcus. We are sick. And the way they teach us stupidity. They don't teach us how to love one another, love our wife, our women, and our children, and stand up for them. We had that in Africa, but we don't have it in America. We got to come back and get out of this old crazy teaching in our head, this old Eurocentric teaching. It's not of God. We've been duped, man. We got a devil sitting on one shoulder, angel on the other. Both suggest us all the time. We must learn to be wise enough to recognize the voices and follow the angels. There's a positive side and negative side of every situation, but we always look at one side and regret our short-sightedness. We must pray, work, sacrifice, and study. We seek refuge from the Lord of men, the King of men, the God of men, or even of the whisper of the slinking devil who whispers into the hearts of men and the dead. Anybody follow Donald Trump is sick, need a psychosocial assessment. Donald Trump is an antichrist. Do you hear what the hell I just said? He put Jesus' clothes on the other day. He's an antichrist. This nigga got a Bible. He got a Bible with his name on it. Tennis shoes, a watch. He's a con man. This whole America is a Ponzi scheme and a pyramid. 2% of the people got $250 up. 98% got $250 down. And Jay-Z just said, what the hell going on? Brother, they got white Sharp Tank, but we're black Sharp Tank. Where we can invest people into our children that's smart and gifted and prodigy. We got to wait for them to give us one? The way we think, Marcus, we think like slaves, man. We think with our lower self. We don't think with our higher self. We need our own banks, private banks, our own credit union, our own finance company. We got a few banks now. Some black women buying banks. Ain't but 2 black men on the bank, the rest women. So we need to own our own. We got 19 women bought 1,000 acres over there. We got 2 families just bought 400 acres in the whole city. We got to do for ourselves and stop begging massa. Yeah, they owe us reparation. We'll get that later. They owe us over $100 trillion. But we spend 2.4 trillion now, not 1.24 trillion. So we need to take that damn money and use it for ourselves. And then they'll respect us like they respect China and stop begging the people to do for us, damn it, that we can do for ourselves. Dwayne, you did the right thing, got off of here. God's gonna set you on fire. So again, coming in with that Trump buffoonery. So again, I'm telling you, we have to wake up, Marcus. I'm talking to all of you. We are blind, deaf, and dumb. That's why the Bible says our people destroy for the lack of knowledge. Then it say our people need to study to show themselves approved. Damn it, we don't even like reading because they stop us from reading for 310 years. Every time we read now, we go to sleep. 44% of our children are functioning illiterate. They can call the word, don't even know what the hell it means. We got to change the narrative. We play Xbox and Grand Theft stuff all day. 45, 50, 60 hours a week, but we don't read nothing. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Wake your children up. If they play for 2 hours, let them study for 2 hours. If you don't, you're going to lose your child to prison or the graveyard. We got to do better. And all you men, Navy, ex-police officers, come help us, man. You got the number 281-896-8215. Come register. Captain, I want you to put our registration back out. Well, y'all can register. We need 10,000 police, man. We need 10,000 soldiers, Navy, Marine, Army, where we can protect our wife and our women, be the neighborhood police in our neighborhood. We have a right to do that. Come on, y'all. May God bless you. Come on, Marcus.
Man, anytime I get a chance to hear you, just talk to the people, man, I just, you know what I'm saying? I always want to salute you, because a lot of people don't get the words, the energy, you know what I'm saying, the inspiration. So, yeah, man, just salute, you know what I'm saying? I think that the show, the guests that y'all had on, I don't even know what videos y'all might have played, but I could tell that the energy is where it needs to be. So, we always have shows. Let the people know we do this every day, so that not only can they join us, they can watch us, they can join us, they can get out here in the field with us. I was just at the YMCA right here off MLK and Griggs. We had a big homie day right here in Houston, right in South Park. And it's the Houston Texans YMCA. Matter of fact, I didn't know that the Texans had sponsored that particular YMCA that's located right there off MLK and Griggs. But a lot of kids that was there, a lot of families, and we got a chance to pour into them. And, that's what I enjoy doing. So, you can hear the sound of my voice, man. You got something happening in Houston. We normally fly out to the places too. So anything got to do with the kids, with the community, where, we can make change and not just talk about it, but actually be about it, man. I'm all for it.
Revolutionary, anybody else got anything to say?
No, Brother Binder, I just want to say I love the show. And I'm going to continue to tap in all the time, man.
Thank you. Thank you. You come as a contributor, no problem. Like Marcus told you, man, we warriors, man. And that's why me and them so compatible. We warriors and we do what we need to do. We stand up for our people. We stand up for justice. And we freedom fighters. I ain't no activist. I'm a freedom fighter. I ain't got nothing against my activists, brothers and sisters. Keep doing what they do. They got their lane. I got my lane. I'm a freedom fighter. I fight for freedom. I fight freedom, justice, equality, food, clothes, and shelter, love, peace, and joy. That's what we do. So we deal with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothes, and shelter, love, peace, and joy. This is what this show do. And this show gonna go all over the world. And we will be successful because God has some powerful people, not just me. Not just me. And it ain't me, it's God in me. It's God in Marcus and God in Miss Mills. She's the producer. She's great. She can listen what I say and she add to it. She's powerful. And one day she'll be a multi-millionaire flying all over the world with 30, 40 people, setting up our venue. All she'll do is tell them what to do and they do it. This is what God wants. God wants somebody that's going to speak for him. And that's who we are. I'm not with that gossip and dry snitching and I'm telling on each other and all that. I don't know why y'all do that. Y'all snitching and y'all dry snitching. Who y'all talking to when y'all tell on each other? Y'all telling the government? Come on, they don't tell their story. Why you telling yours? Now y'all finna mess with Will Smith wife. She did whatever she did. So what? So what? All us done something. God said, if one of you have not sinned, cast the first stone. Leave that woman alone, man. Leave her alone, man. Leave him alone. Stay out their marriage. Get you one. All you gossipers, snitches and bitches. Stop. Damn.
Okay, sure. Well, fam, when we started the show, we said, and then Johnny had something to say, and he said plenty to close the show out. So thank you all for joining us. Marcus, you'll see we have a new intro and outro. I hope you stay in the studio to see it going out because you'll see your handsome face. And thank you to everyone else that joined, Mr. Cyrus and, oh gosh, Miss Radical. So thank y'all for joining us in the studio today. We appreciate your participation. Again, if you're watching this on replay, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, please like, subscribe, share. With that in mind, family, peace and blessings, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Don't leave, Marcus. Watch this.